Hey, it's a Make Sense Again American, where everything I say makes absolute sense. If it doesn't make sense, you can always contradict, but chances are you're wrong. Today's topic is black power. You dumb black motherfuckers, you stupid fuckheads. You let white people go in your neighborhood and destroy your fucking community. You morons. Oh, I gotta do it. If I let a white man come to my hood talking about, I gotta do it for George. I don't know, you're not. Yeah, oh, I gotta get this brick for George. Motherfucker, I don't care if you're doing it for George Lopez. Put the brick down. You ain't gonna mess up my community. But you let these white boys go inside your community and fuck it up. What kind of shit is that? It's Antifa. They're anti-class, not anti-white, anti-race. It's a classism, not racism. They went into your neighborhood. All they do is break your windows, and you followed suit and grabbed a bunch of Nikes. They don't care for Nikes. They don't care for anything. They wear black. The reason I wanted to talk about black power was because in all my years, I've never seen black power. Now, the closest I've seen to black power was in a movie. It was a movie called Malcolm X. And it starred Denzel Washington. It was directed by Spike Lee. And in the movie, there was a black gentleman getting beat up by the cops. And Denzel Washington says, "We will not refrain from this vicinity until this man is rendered aid." And so the cops were like, "Who is this guy?" And he's got a voice, and he used it, So that's the only time I've ever seen black power. Now, let me ask you this: is black power? Did I miss something? Because it's black power when Michael Jordan shot over Craig Elo, Game 6, Cleveland Cavaliers. Was that black power? No, I don't think so. I think that's black athleticism. That's what I think that is. It's black power, a football player. Is black power the guys that were in the Olympics in 1968? It was the 1968 Olympics hosted by Mexico, because I don't know their names because I'm not supposed to. I'm not black. I don't care what their names are. But I do remember that it was in Mexico, and it was 1968. And when the national anthem was all over the speakers, these two black guys pumped up their fist in honor of black power. But all they were was just athletes. They just won a race. That's all they did. It's not black power. Anyway, it's just black athleticism. See, when I say black athleticism, I mean pretty much it's slave genetics. And what slave genetics? You know what slave genetics is. Stop playing. The black people here are way bigger and stronger and taller than the black people in Ethiopia. Why? I'll tell you why. Because the slave owner wanted to make the biggest kids. So what did they do? They took the fattest, largest woman and put her in bed with the biggest black man to make big black boys. That's why you're still getting bigger and bigger all the time. Okay? You're the NBA players, you're the football players, you dominate that like crazy. Even wrestling, it's starting to be more of the African American persuasion. Either way, which is fine, but I mean, just know that that's how you got so big and athletic. But that doesn't mean that's a power. That's not a power. Not at all. Is black power a comedian? No. A rapper? No. What about the guy that wins the most popular contest? You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Barack Obama. That guy, is he power? Well, I don't know, because all he did was win Homecoming King. That's all he really did. Everybody was like, he's cool. I'll vote for him. That didn't take power. Now, did he have power when he was voted in? Well, yeah, he's the president. But even he's still, no, I don't think that's black power. It took me 49 years to finally see black power. Now, in 1992, there was the LA riots. It was Rodney King getting his ass beat. And there was no black people having it with white people. I mean, if you were white, yeah, beware, because they were beating everybody down. Lots changed. Now it's white people doing more damage than black people in black neighborhoods. But I'll get to that later. Anyway, when it came down to Rodney King, everybody was pissed, and they didn't need to host a rally. When the 4 officers were acquitted, the anger began immediately. Stores were on fire. Everything was on fire. Everything was on fire. So you had a bunch of angry people that, I guess, how do you say, identify with Rodney King? The black man getting beat up by a white cop, actually 4 white cops with batons, things like that. They felt very violated. And when these cops, I guess, got indicted, I guess they got away with it. I don't know what indicted means. I guess it means innocent or drop the charges. Regardless, That caused a stir and complete anger and absolute destruction to their own neighborhoods. And they beat up a lot of people, and they grabbed a guy out of a truck. His name was Reginald Denny, and they busted his head with a brick. It was tragic to watch. But everybody saw the footage. Everybody saw, and everybody, you wanted everybody to feel your anger and your frustration. You still want people to feel your anger and your frustration. Talking about they gotta stop doing this to us. It's for George Floyd. And I get it. I know you're angry, but I don't know why you gotta destroy neighborhoods to do so. Maybe you're not. Maybe it's the white people doing it. But another example, I remember this, was there was a free concert from a band called 2 Live Crew, and they had hosted a free concert in Houston, Texas. And they didn't want to perform. I don't know why. They just didn't want to perform. And they said, nope, we changed our minds. So what did the people do at the free concert? They left. They didn't hurt the DJ. They didn't insult the radio station. But you had a bunch of black people, and they were beating up everybody. Joggers. They were actually violating female joggers, and they were beating the crap out of white joggers. They're very racist. They only, if you were black in that vicinity, you were safe. But every other culture and every other color was not safe. They were getting hurt. They were literally getting hurt and beat up. Everybody in HPD was what's that word when you're APB? I forgot the word, but anyway, everybody was told, everybody in HPD go to Herman Park, arrest everybody or try to maintain whatever. But it turned to a riot. Had nothing to do with 2 Live Crew canceling a concert. There's no reason for riot. It's just a bunch of black folks that just love beating people up. But this now, lots changed. I guess for the better, because now you're with white folks, and white folks are like, yeah, BLM and this and that and fuck Trump. And I'm just like listening, like, okay, I guess. I mean, freedom of speech, freedom to protest, freedom to assemble. Where are you going with this? Do you really have black power? It took me 49 years to finally see black power, and I saw it. And you didn't see it, but it was black power. Now, black power is when you could speak softly and earn respect from other people. And if you want black power, well, then you speak softly to white folks, and they'll speak softly back to you. And I saw 2 examples yesterday with 2 black women. Example number 1. There was a black girl taking footage, and a little white Antifa girl starts spray canning the walls at a Starbucks. And she puts BLM, which means Black Lives Matters. And the young black girl, lovely little thing, approaches the white girl and says, who told you could do that? Huh? Who told you could do that? She says, I didn't tell you could. She goes, well, it's because Black Lives Matter. She goes, no, I understand what you're doing, but you can't be tagging my neighborhood. You're white. You got no business tagging that. You leave it to me. She goes, well, I did it with, no. I didn't tell you could do that. She goes, you need to put that spray can up. And it was a wrap. And the white girl was like, well, we thought there was no, you thought wrong. And they walked away. Now that was black power. She didn't use any, she didn't get ghetto. Say, fool, what's up with that, man? Hold up. No. She was very classy about it. And she says, they're going to think we're doing it and we're not doing it. That's you doing it. She says, so please stop. And the white girls kowtowed. These are the same white Antifa people that love to throw bricks at cops, but said nothing to the young black lady. Another example of black power was that these 4 people, it was 2 guys in the front and 2 girls in the back. You should have seen this one. Black girl goes up to him, knocks on the window of the car and says, I have this brick. I watched you give this brick to a young black kid. Yeah, you want this black kid to throw this brick. I don't want you to have, no, this brick, don't do that. Do you know what the white people said with their white privilege? We're sorry. You see that? That's black power. Homework, people. When you're in another protest and you see white people do stupid shit, I need you to exercise your black power. Hey, loud, I'm black and I'm proud. If not, they're going to continuously rip your neighborhoods up. They will throw the first brick at Target while you go in there and raid it. Now, do white people raid as well? Of course, I'm not blind. I see what I see. But it's Antifa. Bringing the spray cans, bringing the Molotov cocktails, okay? Bringing the bricks. There's bricks laying everywhere. Who puts that there? They even had water lined up so that you could replenish and go back to rioting. Well, the cops took that water and dumped it. I would have just took the water home because hurricane season's coming. But that's neither here nor there. But that's what's happening. It's really sad that you let these white folks do that. So if you really want to use your black power, tell these white people to stand down and do it with the authority. The only one I've seen was this UFC guy. He's a black man, and he punked these two kids with a spray can bottle. You have to understand, when you wear a police uniform, they are really cocky. They will talk about, you can't touch me, I'm gonna get in your face, don't you pepper spray me, we're not moving. Then they start chanting, we're not moving, we're not moving. Black man got in his face, he ain't got no uniform on. That means if he clocks your ass, you about to get rocked. Black man says, give me that spray can. Give me that spray can. And he snatched it out the white kid's hand. Then he walked to the other white kid. He says, give me what's in your hand. I don't have anything. Oh, listen to Timothy. I don't have anything. he snatched that spray can out of Timothy's hand. You know, white girls are called Karen now, right? Well, white boys are called Timothy. Y'all don't even got a cool white name like Ronan or Logan or Lex. You're Tiny Tim. You stupid white boys. They don't even praise you in a proper way. You're Timothy. It's Karen and Timothy. Run amok. It's ridiculous. This is the Make Sense Again American. I finally saw black power. Check these white people. They're destroying your neighborhoods. They don't care about you. They don't care about black lives. If they come to my hood doing that, mi barrio, yeah, I got something for you, white boy. Come on, güero. See if you can play this game with me. You ain't going to. My kids are going to grow up in this neighborhood, and you're not going to throw a single brick. I will take that brick and shove it down your face. You'll swallow your own teeth with concrete. Don't play that game with me. This is the Make Sense Again American, where everything I say makes sense, and it makes absolute sense. You let them destroy your business. And you had the power this whole time. Exercise your power, black man. And of course, you black women. Also, if you're a black woman, I understand your frustration. They say there's a lack of black women on these protests. There's not a lot. Because George Floyd was fucking a white chick. And black women are like, why the fuck should I keep fighting for black people when all they want to do is fucking keep marrying white women? They turning their backs on you, ladies. Well, you want to hear something funny? You got a bunch of white women at these protests too. There's white women actually protecting the black king. So they're trying to take your man. They want to meet him in person. They see Jarquavius with his shirt off. They see that anger and that energy he got, and yeah. That white girl is there, and that white girl's a plain Jane that no white man wants. And she's trying to press up on your king. So if I were you, I'd go to these protests and kick them out. That's what I would do to the white girls. Now I can't do nothing because I don't have black power, but you do. Go over there, tell Karen and tell Becky to go home. Go home. Don't vandalize, don't spray can, and don't talk to any black boys. You're trying to find a man, okay? Go back to because they're going to keep taking your man. I'm telling you about black women. They're going to keep taking them. And you like another black man gave the wedding ring. Right now there's a romantic moment happening. She's got a brick. He's got a spray can. They're meeting in the middle. There's smoke in the background. There's fire. You can smell the fire. And they just looked at each other's eyes and says, what's up? What's up? What you doing, girl? What it do? Oh, just here. Oh my God. Yeah, it's kicking in, man. There's another one you lost. Another black man bites the dust. And he bit the booty too of the little white, flat ass white girl. Anyway, you have a lot on your hands, black women. A lot on your hands. But it took you to realize that, it took me witnessing that you've had black power. That's finally been used. This don't make sense again, American. This don't make sense. Yeah, it makes sense. What the hell are you talking about? Black power. Laters.